And we're starting. Again. We back in this. I guess? In other words, it's another Nioh stream with the girl, Ariana. PvP mode has been added. Oh, I don't... Oh, mission changed in Twilight Mission. And we're here. Oh, and I forgot to mute the stream again. Like always. We back in this. I guess? Why do I always forget to mute the stream? I'm the worst. I hate this. I don't like Streamlabs. I like just having... Yeah, I just like having my stuff. I'm weird like that. I'm old. I'm old and anything new scares me. But yeah. I'm gonna clear up some of these things here, some of these side missions, and then progress to main story. Unless my memory is wrong, the next main story should be Centipede Demon, which, unlike the last boss in my last stream, I think her name's Onna? Like, the Centipede, he's just annoying. He's just an annoyance. It's not deep-rooted hatred like I had. Oh, Kappa. 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 Oh no. No stamina. Oh wow, he actually ate those bats. Perfect. That's nice. Okay, let me, lets me switch. So drink. I'm gonna try and get him with the axe, because I feel like that's gonna do a lot more damage, and is gonna be beneficial in the long run. Let's see. I could also... Well, I aggroed those dudes. This is gonna be bad. And that's the issue with chasing a Kappa. Where did he go? Hey, buddy. So, those little fire things you saw, there's a whole bunch of different ones for different elements. And if you kill them, they enhance your damage to that elemental type for a bit, which is nice. Oh, I'm probably gonna die. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna stop because this dude's just chasing me relentlessly. And... he can just go away. There. Okay, so now where did that Kappa go? I require Kappa. Oh, there he is. He's still freaking out. I feel like the spear's just not doing enough damage to him, but I need that reach. Oop, yep. Okay, I'm gonna clear the area first. I was too excited for Kappa. I did not want to let Kappa go. So where is my wolf? I see it. I think it's over there. Alright. So, aggro these bats. Get that. Fire spear. Run along the wall. Dudes were around here somewhere. Also, there's... it's in here. I honestly don't remember the side mission very well. But I feel like it's more of a, like, freebie mission, because it's... I feel like I feel like this was supposed to like introduce you to like, this is the Kappa. This is what the Kappa will do, even though he was in the last level. I guess because maybe they thought people would miss it. Which, I mean, that's fair. Oh, he got stuck. Well. Okay, let him run away. I'm gonna find these dudes over here. I'm gonna get rid of this guy first. Boop. I should target him. Well. There we go. They're dead. All that's left is that big guy, but honestly, I get the feeling that if I kill him, that ends the mission, which means the Kappa's gonna disappear, and I kind of don't want that. Oh, I forgot these guys were even here, and I just killed them. There we go. Kappa, Kappa. I like how the music gets dramatic and tense, but honestly, the Kappa really can't do much to you outside of being an annoyance, and its main mechanic is I'm going to run, and if you foolishly chase me, I'm gonna run into enemies. That's kind of how they path them. I've had enough of your BS, Mr. Kappa. There you go. Yeah, through the water. Yep. And poke. I'm really brute forcing this guy. There we go. Oh. Never mind. It was just to kill the Kappa. Well, that shows how good my memory is. Then again, I am the person that always forgets to turn off the stream in the other screen. So it makes sense. Got my little bow emote, something to make what gear. Why do you still have exclamation point? I don't remember why. Oh, because I didn't do this one. And I haven't done that one. Let's do this one. We get a guardian spirit. I really don't remember these early side missions. Like, I have vague memories. And I know the later ones I'm gonna have even less memory of because I've only done them once versus these early ones I've done multiple times. Let's pray. Also, I have a lot of souls I'm gonna level up real quick. So what do we have? We have that, so let's get this to 15, and then start getting that to 20. Also, I probably should start putting a few points into stamina. It never hurts. This dude's level 48. What happened? we go. And a drink. 45. Why? Oh, well, I guess there must be some other sort of mission that takes place here, and that's why there's so many high-level people. Oh gosh, this loop player. Okay. So, this loop player, if you've ever played, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, it's the Bell Maidens. They summon these dudes to come kick your ass, and they will constantly keep summoning them as long as they're alive. So, if you find one, they take top priority. You want to get them killed. I also believe once they've been killed, they don't respawn, which is nice. Also, I didn't show you this last time. You can sit in this, and it's a free heal. Now, the thing is that this doesn't stop time, meaning that if an enemy's coming after you, they can kill you while you're in there. What the? Where are you? Oh, up there. Oh, and there's this guy that I'm just, you know, casually shoving. Sorry, sir. Aim. There we go. Also, that little hot spring buff is just regen, as you can see. I don't want to be on that side because I don't want to be the one falling. Here we go. There's this dude chilling out over here. Let's get him. Oh. Oh. Oh, I missed on my thing. I don't even know why it activated. I guess it just counted it. There we go. And down. What's in here? Because I know in one of these there's something here, and it's this one. Give me. Give me all the loot. Also, they did say PvP, and as someone who's never done it, maybe this is where PvP takes place, and that's why there's so many high-level people. But to be honest, I would not know. So there's another... Oh, I think I remember this one. Yep. I definitely remember this one. The dude's, like, up there, and he's gonna be playing his little guitar, and you have to figure out how to get to him, and that's this mission. Which is why there's so many dead people here, just in general, because some of them are supposed to be revived by, the loot player. I think it's in here. It's locked, yeah, okay. Ooh, that guy got me. That, like, I don't know how to describe it, but that, like, glued me towards him and was like, yeah, you're going in. That was not what I thought fell. I thought it was the archer guy. Now I think it's, yeah, it's Loot Man, I think, is up here. summoning dudes though. Oop. Which means drink this. Yes, yes, fire masks. They're real annoying because they're so relentless and they don't really hurt. All they tend to do is just spam walking into you, which is kind of a pain, as you can tell. But now that I got them all in here, you gotta go first because you are a big pain. And then you can go next. And there we go. So we got the boss room key. And then in here is the Shamisen player, I believe. Yep. And we got him. Open this up. And some free stuff. Now to get out and go leave. But yeah. If it seems like I'm rushing through these early levels a bit, I'm very sorry. I've just done them so many times that, like, I know the path I want to do in my head. I just have to remember I'm using a physical build. And it's not the same. Hey, and now we got his little dragon buddy. And now that I have that, I can show you some fun stuff that goes into kind of how you build your character in XYZ. This is more like optimization, to be honest. Hey. Also, I should probably turn these in. Because I have a whole bunch of these smithing texts, but I haven't turned them in. So she can make a whole bunch of new stuff. But I do not have the required materials. And the way you get the required materials is, I think, disassemble? Yeah, disassemble. So you essentially, you have to choose between, do you give your excess equipment to the shrine and get a bunch of free elixirs and a bunch of free XP, or do you break it down into materials that you can use to build new weapons? And that's where, like, you have to pick and choose what you want. Eventually, if you give, like, early game, if you just spam giving stuff to the spirits, you have a lot of elixirs, like, a lot. And you'll be pretty good for most of the game. You can also, when you talk to the shrine, you can change your blessing to elixir find, and with elixir find, you'll be getting more elixirs per enemy, etc., etc. So you don't really need to worry so much about handing it over. You can use your excess weapons and turn them in to get materials. And I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. I think it's nerves. It's the nerves. Okay, let's get this to 20. And then now that this is 20, I'm gonna start working on stamina a little bit. Give it a few points. Oh, and let me show you the guardian spirit thing. So, here's the thing about guardian spirits. They all give you different things, and if you notice it says spirit required 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one is 11 and 13 towards the end. So there is a stat when you go to level up called spirit, and it pretty much affects that, and I think magic. No, just that. All this really does is it unlocks these other like passives. So if you really wanted a certain passive on a certain spirit, you gotta just put in points to it. Honestly, I think like if you have 15 spirit, I think you're pretty good until like later on in the game when you start getting some really high level stuff. And even then, it might not be worth it because some of these like passives are really whatever. Like the versus poison is stuff like that. Um it's just finding the spirit that you want and then just basically putting the bare minimum requirements needed into spirit to get all the passives on it. I know, for example, when I was doing the ninja build, there's a spirit that gives you like a chance that you won't use up your ninja items when attacking, I believe. And so I ended up having to level up spirit to get that passive for that. And that's more, like I said, optimization. Oh no, I made a mistake. Okay. I don't know why he decided to do that, but that's okay. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I barely lived. That was... Also, I've never seen that grab. Yet again, when you just play the game completely far ranged, you don't see a lot of those. I also have to say I'm quite enjoying this build a lot. Like, I'm liking it more than what I thought I was going to. Like, it's actually pretty fun. Spear's really fun to use. Surprisingly, I really like Axe. I feel like people complain that having a ninja build is like easy mode, but I feel like this Axe is like the easy mode if you're playing a physical character. It really feels like a problem solver, if you will. Alright. Can I shoot him? Yes, I can. Knock them off balance. And that's the problem with these guys. Now, the wheels can be really annoying, especially when you first start playing. They have a fire breath move that they do that you just saw, and then the other thing they have is that, which is like a line charge that hits multiple times. And whenever they get out of their weakened state... Oh, I'm in the fire. I'm dead. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe. Oh no. Yeah, fire in this game hurts a lot, but that's pretty much what they do. The hardest thing is they usually put these wheel enemies in like a long corridor where there's not much room to dodge. So they'll charge at you, hit you a bunch of times, and you just die. You don't really have a choice. So that's a thing to just keep note of. Long hallway, probably wheel demons. I'm gonna have to go get my doggo. I required the doggo. Where was he? It's over here. Just gonna let him do whatever for now. But the wheel pass and then whoop. Now I'll pick up my doggo. And this item. Oh, arrows. Okay, good. Oh, I remember this level. So basically, this level you're gonna be looking for 3 of those wheel demons, and that's how you complete it. They're all over the place. Not exactly, very hidden. They're pretty obvious where they are. But there's a lot of, okay, Windows Update. Okay. That was, nice timing. I love you, Windows Update. I also put within an hour, which I do not want. I hope it asks me again before shutting down my PC. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. But, maybe on a happier note, so that way I don't have a mini freak out. I beat Fire Emblem 3 Heroes. Now, I'm not gonna go into spoilers. I only beat one route. I beat the Blue Lion route. Honestly, I'm very satisfied. I originally didn't want to go with the Blue Lions just because I felt like it was going to be the route that was most for me. Like, it was gonna be a lot of characters I liked, a lot of just general themes and character building that I was gonna like, and I was right 100%. I think I have to save judgment till I do the other 3 houses, but for right now, they're honestly my favorite house. And I really like them. I like all the characters in my house, even by the end. Characters I didn't like, for example, Ingrid eventually grew on me. I was going to do Black Eagle next, but I scrapped that and I couldn't resist the allure and I went Golden Deer. So now I'm starting my Golden Deer playthrough and I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see the differences. And I will say this, it's not a spoiler, I swear. This happens literally at the beginning. This is like when you get your first real assignment in the game. When you play Blue Lions and you talk to Cloud, he basically says something along the effects of, oh wow, the mission you guys got is really different from ours. And I don't know why, but in my mind I went, oh, that must mean when you play Golden Deer House, things must be super different for them. And I feel kind of like a dummy dum-dum because I got to that same point in my Golden Deer playthrough, and guess what? Everything's exactly the same. And it's like, oh, I think I took one line of dialogue that honestly wasn't supposed to mean anything, and took it to mean that the routes were gonna have different missions and stuff like that. I'm sure it'll diverge, and it'll stop being the same at a certain point. But I thought they were diverging really early on, and that was not the case. But yeah, I'm gonna see how these kids stack up to my Blue Lion kids and see how much I like them. I will say, having played 2 routes, it's really neat because, well, not having played 2 routes, playing one route, completing it, and now playing a little bit of the Golden Deer, even though the, kids are similar classes to what I had in Blue Lion, they feel pretty different. They honestly do. I don't know if it's like, you know, Fire Emblem stats are a little randomized, so it's possible that the kids that I got in Blue Lion just had really good stats. I feel like the people in the Golden Deer are a little weaker in some ways, and there are certain characters in that house that are really strong. And I'm okay with that. I think that's kind of fitting for what the Golden Deer represents, whereas the Blue Lion kind of had a ton of, like, noble kids. And Yeah, that's all I can really say. I don't want to go into spoilers on a Nioh stream. I don't think that's really fair to you guys, that out of nowhere I'm just huge spoiler for other game that just came out. But I will say this. This is like the last thing. Um, well, I don't know if it would be a spoiler, because it's basically a game mechanic, and I don't count that as a spoiler, but I know that some people tend to get upset. And I wonder, like, is that like a thing? Does that bother you when, like, someone tells you gameplay spoilers? Like, game mechanic spoilers, not so much story. Like, oh yeah, later on you get, like, this sword and it allows you to, I don't know, summon lightning or something, or shoot lightning from your fists. Would you count that as like a spoiler? I personally don't. I only count things like actual story, because you're kind of playing the game to learn more. And when someone starts telling you story elements, it's kind of like, well, you just kind of told me a little bit about it, and I don't like that. And I don't mean like minor stuff like the things that I said earlier. It's like, oh man, like in chapter 2, this happens to a certain character, and it had me shooketh. And it's like, okay, please don't tell me, well, what happened was they ate a hot dog and it was incredible, or something like that. I don't know. Trying to think of a non-spoiler way to say spoilers is hard. But I think you get the point, and I think you get my stance on it. I personally do not believe that gameplay spoilers are technically spoilers. I think story spoilers are. Also, I think like side missions, unless that side mission has like character development in it, I don't really think that's too much of a spoiler. Also, I completely forgot that the next level was Centipede, and it's not. I always forget this. Hmm. Is this... Oh, also, Daizafu 10-Mile Shrine was originally erected to placate an angry spirit hell-bent on revenge, but that was long ago, and now its halls have been invaded by lawless rogues and ferocious yokai. Rumors abound of a particularly unsettling cry emanating from the vicinity at night. This was the other demo level that came out. This was, I think, the last demo level. Oh, she has a dog.
早速じゃが、鬼が出て、うちの殿は太宰府より戻ってこぬのです。腕が足りぬか、八千子殿のところに寄っておるかもわかりませぬが。一体どちらかのう。
Yep, so this was the other demo level they let you have. This one, I think they buffed him up because he was the last one, and I think if you beat him before a certain time when you bought the game, on consoles, they gave you, like, a little bonus, which was nice. It wasn't that, I don't remember it being that big of a deal, but yeah, that was a thing. I think the boss in the demo, I honestly, I remember him being really hard, but at the time, I will be honest, I wasn't that big into these games, like these super difficult, oh, you die, you lose everything type of games. And I didn't really understand the combat. Even now, you can kind of see remnants of how, like, I tend to play games, which is I try to button mash or overpower my enemies, and that's like a holdover from, I don't usually, man, this is gonna sound terrible, but I usually don't think, I just smash. I think that's like the best way I can put it. I also played a lot of Dynasty Warriors growing up as a kid, and in those games, like, it's a mash fest, and it's fun, and that's like the whole point. I never really thought about like conserving stamina, making sure I don't engage too many enemies. In Dynasty Warriors, I was running around all over the place being like, let me engage every single enemy possible to make this map easier for myself later on. Things like that. Also, I know Dynasty Warriors has become garbage, but 5 and I believe 6, was it 6? Yes, I think it was 6, were incredible. They were really fun. I know 6 had its issues, but I love 6 to death. Empires was great. That's my feelings towards Dynasty Warriors. Also, Sengoku Basara is a great alternative if you really want big dumb anime action. It's basically Dynasty Warriors, but with big dumb anime action. What do I mean? When you play Dynasty Warriors, you'll have like this moment where you're killing like 1,000 dudes, but then your dude dies in a cutscene because he gets the common cold, because that's technically what happened to him in the Romance of Three Kingdoms or in history or whatever. Sengoku Basara's like, no, those 1,000 dudes you just killed, yeah, you really did that. The army had just 1,000 dudes that you mowed down, and you're like, wow, that's really neat. And everybody's like exaggerated and kind of over the top. Oops. It's great. Sadly, in America, we only have the first one, which is called Devil Kings. Terrible. Honestly, real bad. And the third one, which is pretty fun. A little repetitive, but it's fun. Also, I haven't been talking about what I've been doing. This level's kind of straightforward. The only things that you can really sidetrack on are these little paths. And that tree that I knocked down, the main reason I knocked it down in the first place is if you fall in the water, there are only a few places you can get back up. By knocking down these trees, you give yourself a pathway to come up. Now, in the water is a whole lot of BS. There's enemies in here that you cannot see. And I think your bow and arrow can target them. Like, it'll glow red, but it's real difficult unless you have an idea. And honestly, it's been a hot minute. There we go. So he's dead. Let's go looking. I think there's one in here, but without like a sensing spirit partner, it's gonna be pretty difficult to find them. The whole thing about this area is like, you look at this water, oh, there's no enemies here. Ha ha ha, I'm just gonna go in. And then there's an enemy. Like that. And they put them in particularly nasty spots, like right next to the item, as you saw. And that's to get young players that don't really know, or, you know, like, kind of first time through into like, oh, I'm gonna go get this item, and you run here, and then the dude throws the bomb at you, and then you have that enemy on you, and you panic. There's no need to panic. Just calmly sidestep the bombs and just shoot him a few times, and he's gone. And you don't have to worry about him anymore. And you just keep walking. And this is the other spot that you can come up if you fell in. And it takes you back to kind of the beginning. Which, I did not pick up this item. Elixir. Delicious. But yeah, that's the whole point. Also, if you noticed, I avoided this... Oh, well, it's already broken. I'm thinking of another part in the game where there's like holes on the bridge and you can just fall down. Okay, so to get that guy... And then let's pick his body up. And that's it. Then you come back over here and just fall down. Alright, let us progress. And it's this way. You gotta go down. See, now I lost myself. Oh, I think I have to go over one more bridge. And here's a body. Body. Yeah, come back. I gotta go over one more bridge, and then after I go over that bridge, that's where progress is. Go over this one, and then you have to go around. Oops, I fell again. And that will happen a lot, but don't worry. It's all good. At least there's no instant death puddles. Also, I kind of like this area aesthetically because I like that it's so dark. Also, ninjas. This is kind of like your first introduction to them. And kind of like the zombie guys, they hide in the water. They put these guys in real hidden places, and because unless you have a sensing partner, like I said, you're not gonna notice these guys your first time through, because you only really notice them when the lightning kind of flashes. And outside of that, not really. Shot that dude's knee off. Oh! I got scared, and my controller died because of my fear. And I will die. That is okay. See, I even forgot that that dude was there. Boop. And he's dead. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think that dude's like right down here somewhere. Like he's like around here. And then the one below is supposed to scare you into like panicking, and then the other one comes at you. It's kind of like the deal. And then there's this dude that he's expecting you to go for the treasure chest without noticing him. And you get there. Boop. There's this little guy back here that you just pick up and you send them home. It's grateful. Pick that up. So, I don't remember exactly where. I know that there is another ninja here. Like, I know it in me bones. I think... Okay, no, there's an enemy. It's not another ninja. But there's a lot of that. There's a lot of, like, look around corners, be real careful, just take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Also, notice, he got hit, but he still gets to do his throw up. I really hate these enemies. They don't play by the rules. But that's okay. He gone. It's this way. Axe. Got him. I should, yeah, more combat titles. Yay! I have to put it as a shortcut? Let's put it there. Oh, well, I ran out of poison anyways. Oh, excuse me. Also another tree. Push it down. So, this area can get kind of hairy. There's a lot of big, scary demons running around. In the ninja build, I just kind of simply pulled them with the shuriken and kunais. In this, I'm gonna just do the same thing, but fight them with the axe, basically. There is a ladder here, and let me tell you, I never noticed this ladder, like, at all. And it really helps, because now you can kind of see there's a dude walking there, there's another dude over there. I know that there's more enemies, I just forget where they are. But you could basically hit this dude with an arrow if you wanted, you can snipe people if you can see them, or sense where they are. Like I said, I'm really bad. Also, there we go. Another big important thing that I did not notice my first time through. Actually, I didn't notice many times through. And I found it really annoying. There's this door here. If you get the key, which I forget where the key is right now. But if you get the key, there's a save point right there. And guess what? That's a boss room right in front of us. You're right next to the boss. It's fantastic. Down. Let's go back here. Just gonna train it on its head the best I can. I don't know if I explained it in my first playthrough, my first part of the stream. I don't think I did. So that bar underneath their health is basically, I mentally call it a break bar. I don't know what it's called in game, but essentially once that bar hits 0, the enemy enters a vulnerable state where you see their bar around, like their HP bar and the break bar glow red. And what that does is, like, you can kind of stagger them with your hits, because normally they don't really get staggered. So that's kind of like the time to push the offensive. Mentally, I'm so scared of getting caught by pushing the offensive that I always kind of back out. But it is a thing that you can do. And that's why they kind of fall to the ground too when that happens. Oh, and these little guys. Okay. They essentially have to lick you 3 times, and then they turn into the big Cyclops. So you always want to try and, like, either ambush them or get them before they can transform, because then they become a huge pain. Quite literally. Oh, that's a rock. That's not what I thought it was. Oh, my HP is pretty low. There we go. And he's dead. But yeah, that's how those little guys work. The first time I saw them, I didn't know what they were, and then one just suddenly transformed on me and I got spooked. I know that there's something here. I know in this general area there's something. I think there's... I know on one of these roof corners I think there's a ninja, and I think there's also a ninja hiding. I forget where though. Saw that, thought that was a bat. I was like, is there a bat enemy I've just never seen? Right, there's a little kid crying. It's Oop. I'm getting too impatient. I just wasted all my arrows. That's fine. Let me see, do I have bullets? Oh, and the controller died again. Oopsie. I do have bullets. Hello, friend. Right, you go up this tree right here. There's some goodies. There are ninjas. I know there are ninjas. And they do it on purpose because this area is kind of dark. And it's pretty easy to miss them, but I know that there's one up here. Okay, never mind. I'm a big fat liar. I could have sworn... Oh, I see him actually. Yep, there he is. And he died. Nice. The reason why I remember that ninja is because I vividly remember being killed by him. Like, vividly. In much detail. There's the crow. It's the tree. go down. Go downtown. Alright, I really don't want to deal with this guy, and there's nothing really that big of a threat left. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Now, over here, this area that I've kind of left untouched, there was the dude throwing the bomb that we shot, like, right at the beginning of the level. Here's his stuff. But the main thing is, there's this little jerk right here. He waits for you. And there's that Oni in the corner. Honestly, I think you can avoid him most of the time. And you can just open this up right here. And this is a shortcut back to the beginning. And for a very long time, this is what I was using to run to the boss. Like I said, I don't remember for the life of me where the key is. But if you open that door up, you can get like a save point right next to the boss. But I just forget. Got him. Okay. Alright, I think I have one more place to look, and if not, I'll just go try fighting the boss. I think down here there was something. And I think this is the shrine that I was thinking of that has the ninja behind it. I think he's like right in the middle too, because I think the treasure chest is like right there and he's right here. Yep. Alright. There you go. There's the key that I forget every time. Perfect. So let's go open that door. But either run works. It's just this one's a bit nicer because it's literally right next to the boss. There's also a few extra goodies in here. The other run you can do, you just gotta know exactly where to run to. But it's not anything crazy. Either one works. I'm just checking around the area. Only been in here like twice. Oh, these guys are jerks. These guys hit real hard. They have a weakness to fire and bombs. That hits on the way up and the way down, which is what makes them a real pain. And as you can see, they chunk me. They kind of always do. They're like a surprise enemy. They're meant to get you like going for treasure or running by them without knowing. That type of deal. But the nice thing is, when you save, they do not come back. So you can kind of kill one, do whatever you need to do, then kill the other one. There's also a little guy over there, as you saw. I'm gonna try and fight him because I need Spirit Borrower for the boss. Got him. Okay. And now this little dude. And there's two more statues here. So just take it slow. Pull one, then the other. Come on. And I got clipped by that. Also got clipped by that. So that's fun. Come here. And the controller died again at the most inopportune time, please. Ooh, I got lucky that he did not get me. I was trying to switch to my matchlock, but I can't seem to remember the button. Down. Okay, no, I have no arrows. I thought I did. let's save this. And let's go for the little guy. I mean, I have these, I might as well. As you can see, ninja tools deal an insane amount of break damage, which means you can come in real free and just get free hits. Like, my thoughts on that were fragmented at best. Alright, I'm gonna equip stuff, one last save, and then we're going to the boss. Because I have not changed my equipment in a while. So do I have a better spear? That is a really strong axe. Spear bash, weaken armor, torso. So, something I'm gonna explain now. You see that familiarity bar on the top? Basically, the more you use a weapon, the more that fills up. And that slowly but surely goes increasing the damage that your spear does. So, as you can see, the attack would go down if I switch to this. But overall, this spear has better damage if I'm willing to put in the time for it. So this is a definite good spear. Oh, this is insanely good. Never mind. That one's kind of whatever. The skills on it are not very good. I keep seeing an axe and like my brain instantly goes big damage. Right, let's change this bandit axe, shall we? So what does this bandit axe really do? And with consecutive hits, I deal more damage against skeleton warriors. Also, it increases the percentage on the passives. I forgot about that. So 218. This is just straight up better, but the passives are not that good. 216. Okay passives. I mean 216, 226. They have okay passives, increased damage. This is a bit better. Any last contenders? A hammer! A goddamn hammer! Nope. Oh, hand cannons. Ooh. Ooh. I don't have another bow, so let me see. Do I have any ammunition for a cannon? I do. Look at this. You can't even move. But the damage these things deal are insane. They are really fun Trololo weapons. Oh, this was also the pre-order bonus that you get. As you can tell, big steam helmet. This is better, but this isn't really for me. This is, I think, for the spellcasters of the game. That's kind of like your set. This is just basically better. Yeah, okay. Now my chest piece. I mean, there's armor that's just straight up better, but the damage reduction is nice. 7.8, the defense plus 6. Let's, I guess, equip that. I think that's honestly worse. But, we'll equip that for now. Oh, and then the Raging Bull stuff. I think I already have the other Raging Bull thing equipped. So, you see, now I got that passive. Oop, I forgot how to... Ability. No. Oops, did the wrong thing. I'm trying to remember. Oh boy. I'm trying to remember. There was a way that you could, like... Does it help? Yeah, here we go. So this is a set bonus, wearing various pieces. Like they said in LT. So, Because I have 2 pieces, right now I'm getting a bonus of damage reduction and a little bit of extra life. If I get 4 pieces, I get more close combat damage and damage reduction. And then yada yada yada. That's kind of like the big thing in Nioh, is like you kind of find the set that suits your build and you kind of continuously try to basically get a better and better version. That's the general idea. So this pretty much increases the amount that elixirs will be healing me. I don't really need everything else, but getting increased healing is always nice. Why am I getting so much ninja stuff? They really want me to use ninja stuff. This is actually good because yokai item drop rate's nice, and then I will look into those later. Also save because I need the HP. There. I have to look through all those accessories later and figure out. I'm also still kind of deciding, kind of like, what do I want to do? Because I really like the axe, but I'm also really liking that spear. And it's like, it's this weird thing where like the axe is a problem solver for normal enemies, but so we're fighting the Nioh, and I have a lot of experience with it. Like I said, I fought it in the original demo. Also, hand cannon damage is fair and balanced. Sorry about that interruption. So what was I saying? Very familiar. He's not that hard. It's more like the arena that they put you to fight him in is a disservice. Because it has a lot of things that you can get stuck on, and the game wants you to dodge a lot. He has a few attacks that honestly, depending on your build, you're just not gonna see. And that's like the best way I can describe it. He has that laser when you get in close, he has the poison spray when you get in close, he has the lightning flashes as you've seen, and he kind of wants to play keep away with you, he doesn't want you getting in close. But that's no problem. That's his little roll move. Oh, I died. Damn. I was about to use my spear form. But honestly, he's not that bad. I kind of forget that he's a boss sometimes. I don't know why I feel so bad. Especially that I fought him so many times in the demo. Like, I died so many times against him in the demo. But he's not that difficult. You've pretty much seen everything that he has to offer. When he starts getting lower and lower on health, he becomes a bit more, like, aggressive. He gets faster. But that's pretty much it. It's just finding your opportunities to get in and hit him is, like, the biggest thing. His sides are relatively safe, but he does have that spin move, so you gotta, like, learn that tell pretty well. He also has this, where it's, like, his big dumb combo that all bosses have. Nice. He's gonna roll. He's gonna spit lightning, which I'm gonna get clipped by. I knew it. Like I said, the area they make you fight him in, bit of a disservice. But, yep. I know that I'm making it look kind of easy to dodge that lightning. I will say the first few times that you fight him, it's hard to get a read on it. But after a bit, of fighting him, like, it gets easier. Like, you begin to just instinctively know when to do it. There's that tail swipe, which honestly, I think I've only seen once before. He doesn't have a lot of stamina to do anything, so he kind of just fell. Lightning, lightning. Oh, I'm stuck. You also want to be careful. Like, there I dodged back because I had to, but I found sometimes with the lightning, if you try to just like dodge side to side, you can run yourself into a lightning strike and get hit, and then you end up dying because you ran into it, etc, etc. Oh, I got clipped. Now am I gonna die for that? I don't know. There we go. Just throwing them because I kind of have them. I might as well. I got clipped. I may die. Oh no. Ooh, and I got him low stamina too. That's great. Get in as much damage as I possibly can, and then dodge. Drink. I can't believe that actually hit him. I'm gonna equip my spear. I feel like this reduces a little bit of stamina that I'm gonna be needing. Also, it has magic damage, which is why that little 8 comes out in a purple number. I forget what the purple one is. I'm a real master at this game, guys, I swear. Dead? Oh no. I don't know why I feel like he should be much more aggressive. Or maybe that's like the grace of fighting him so many times. It's like... No. Gone. Got him. There we go. Yay! But yeah, sides are the best place to be. Big swipes, gotta be careful, but you can seemingly dodge through them pretty easily. And then, only thing to watch out for is the big spin. Also, this lady. Hello.
まさかあなたのような異国の方が私の指揮を。
Do you need the missing part of your pants?
申し遅れました。私は福と申します。この地を守護する一階の陰陽師にございます。以後お見知りおきを。そのあやかしは先ほどあなた様が打ち倒した私の指揮。何やら怒っているようですが、あなた様自らその怒りを鎮めることもできましょう。
You got the sorry gesture. So, it basically wants you to use sorry on this guy. So you go put it on wherever you want. And then you go... And then Windows Update comes back and ruins the stream.
どうやら機嫌を直したようでございますね。言葉を持たぬ者は行いや仕草で相手を知ろうとします。覚えておけばきっとあなた様のお役に立つことでしょう。
You will find that useful, but for something later. And there's one here. And elevator. Whee! What could that be? Oh no, the door closed. How are we ever going to get through? Level up. Gonna get stamina to 15 and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Just so you know, everything's closed. You gotta go the way they want you to go. That's just how it be. So now this place is a bit of a maze, and I hope I can remember what to do. I think I remember a lot of it from muscle memory, so I may not be the most apt at like directing you like go this way, go that way, make sure to turn left here, but I'll try my best. Oop. And I think I just realized what my problem is and why I'm using up so much stamina. So, I remembered there being something about, you know, weight in this game, and in my head, you know, I went, oh, it must be the dodge roll, because I'm thinking of Dark Souls, right? Yeah, it has to do with stamina usage. I believe that's why my swings take so much stamina. So I'll just have to look through and pick up, like, better, lighter gear. But I'll worry about that at another time. So essentially, you're looking for ways to open this door. They're all shut tight. If I remember correctly, you have to go through here. Oh, there's that guy. Hey, buddy. Here we go. Pick these up. Send this little dude home and continue on our way. There are traps here, and yes, it's just like Dark Souls. They put the traps in the worst places just to get you, funny, haha. And yes, it is arrows in the back. It's fantastic. But yeah, this is a whole big underground labyrinth. This up, bring this. Run down. Oh, this is your, I think, like, third or fourth shrine here. There you go. Another shrine. Another little save point. Also, let's see what I have this on. Yep, that's fine. Also, we found a lot of golden cups so far. I think we only needed one more, it said. That's real nice. So this is the part where I always get lost. Because, remember I was saying they put a bunch of these dudes to ambush you? Yeah, it's a big labyrinth with a bunch of these dudes to ambush you. Drink. There we go. And he's dead. Here's your treasure chest. Free item. He's right there and I can't do anything because he's not active. Yeah, jerk. I wonder if hammers are super effective against these dudes. I've never tried it. I feel like they should be because stone, you're crushing it. This dude. Alright. Speaking of, I think last time I was talking about how this really reminds me of Demon Slayer. Honestly, I would love if, like, From Software or I forget the developers of this game. Is it Ninja Theory? I don't think it's Ninja Theory. I always forget the developers, but if one of them made kind of in the vein of this style or even a little bit, well, no, Dark Souls doesn't really fit it. It'd have to be kind of like Nioh, some sort of Demon Slayer game. I would instantly buy it. I don't care if it would destroy my wallet. I want it. And it could be like you make a character and then all the different breath styles or like all the different fighting styles that you can use. And it'd be pretty cool. And instead of worrying about equipment per se, you'd be worrying more about stats and or skills. That's the way that I feel. Like it'd have a really deep skill system. I don't know why I think that, because Demon Slayer has shown us nothing but like each breath style has certain moves. The kids master the moves, and that's it. Oh look, another one of these. Okay, so it's either yellow or red. So it's red. Did I do it too quick? Okay. Oh yeah, I did it too quick. There we go. Yay! And now we have this room unlocked. Here is the hot spring. If you need it. I don't really need it. I'm filled up right now. And then there's this up here. This takes you back to where you were. Alright. This is still shut. Okay. So I remember you go along this side. I keep going to the wrong place. Go along this side, I believe, to get the way out. I think it's actually like straight down that way. But we will continue to explore because that's what this is for. We gonna look. We gonna look at all the things. Oh no! Skeleton warrior! Oh, I see a friend has entered chat. I see a glance. I saw it at a glance. A stranger is here. I don't know. I think, going back to that Demon Slayer talk, I think the problem is that I want just a Demon Slayer game, and I desperately, desperately want it to be really good. I also am a sucker for making my own character. I love games that let me do that. I don't know why. Look, what I'm saying is, I want the game to allow me to be friends with Zenitsu. That's what I want. That's all I want. Let me be friends with my boy. Let Zenitsu have friends. 2K18. Ooh. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wonderful. Windows Defender. Literally, Windows, what's up with Windows? This whole live stream has been Windows just popping in and being like, hey, do the thing. Do it. Do the stuff. Why aren't you doing stuff? Do all the stuff, please, says Windows. And I'm now officially lost. There's something here. Oh, there's a monster here. That's what's here. Oh, I lost stamina. I'm gonna die. Ooh. And now you die. There we go. That is a trap. Let's open this up. Let's open this up. Oh, yay! A Tanuki! Okay. So this is how Tanukis work. They're gonna do some sort of emote, and you have to match them. So you have to figure out what it is, and it's gonna be one of the ones that you have here. And if you do it correctly, they get super happy, and you don't have to fight them, and he just leaves, and then he drops a whole bunch of stuff. It's wonderful. I love the Tanukis. The best part is, like, when you first see one, you're immediately scared, because you just think back to, like, Dark Souls, and its mimics, and all that good stuff. So you're just, like, immediately on the attack mode, so you'll just attack it without thinking about it. And just so you know, it will copy whatever you have, which is nice. It's a cute little touch, in my opinion. Come back here! No! Kappa, you jerk! Can I drink this? Forget this. Spear. And of course the time that I change to is like the time that it just falls and dies on its own. RIP! Speaking of which, I just thought about it. If you are watching Demon Slayer, anybody out there, who is your favorite? I think I've already said it, but I'll say it again. Zenitsu is my favorite. I love him. I don't know why I like him so much, but I just do. He's a big fave. Which is rare, because usually characters like him I find really annoying and obnoxious. Also, last episode was incredibly hype. And now I'm back at the beginning. Okay. Oh, there's just this dude. Hello. Yep, he got me. I'm dead. Hello! Dies. Local man dies after giving greeting to demon. That seems like a Florida headline right there. Okay, so now I'm back here, which is good. I need this. The only thing that sucks is Now all the stone people are back alive, but that's okay. I think I went straight down here, yeah. So he's right here. Pick this up. There we go. Bye! Drink this. And yeah, I think this is the way that I was supposed to go. I think I go in here. No, not yet. I can't for the life of me remember, but I know I'm close. They do you a big frighten. Should I go this way? I think I did. Yeah, I did. There has to be something that I'm missing. That's what it is. I'm just missing something. I think, yeah, that's where the tanuki was, and that's where the trap is to shoot you in the back. Here's another back shooting trap. There's this dude. This is where we fought the Kappa. Yeah. Bye. Please leave. Because I don't like you. Pick this up. And there we go. You just have to get lost to have the muscle memory kick in. And then once the muscle memory kicks in, you know exactly where to go. And you could go back around and go open those doors, but I don't wanna. I'm just gonna fall here and save. Stamina. Alright, stamina's all leveled. Onward to the next one. Alright, and then I think, if this is the mission I remember, I think we'll be getting a friend. No, we won't. It's not the one I remember. Go. Yeah, this takes you back actually. I know where it wants me to do. I think it is the mission I'm thinking of. Just those weren't the doors. I gotta run over here. Just gonna breeze past everything real quick. And then you open these. And here's the friend. Guys, calm down. Jeez. You're going nuts having a party and this lady's trying to give me lore. There we go. Open it up. So the best part about having like an NPC friend is like if anything threatens me like this, she'll just go in. And she doesn't have like she has an HP bar, but it's not like an HP bar in a traditional sense. Because she'll take a couple hits and she doesn't die. She just gets knocked down, so then you just come up to her and you gently tap her and that's it. So you can literally let her take the lead on a lot of these monsters and no risk to you, which is great. Also, as you can see, she wrecks those guys. Like, wrecks those guys. So while you kind of have her, you can like... Oh no, I aggroed a monster, it's coming towards me, help! Oh no, I aggroed a monster, help me! It's big and scary. Oh, I love her, she's great. Oh no, another monster, please help. There we go. What's up? Monster. Look, it's a monster, go! I believe in you. Friends are there to help each other, go! I did all the work, you did nothing. It was all me, baby. Oh no. Now this guy can kind of wreck her. I've had her kind of die to him before. But I mean, the help's appreciated. You see, so that's her dying, quote unquote. She just, oh no, I thought she was dead. Okay, now she's dead. You can assist her and get her back up. And then she's just up, and you can continuously do that too. Like I said, you could just have her take the lead, kind of be your tank, and not worry so much about anything as you kind of wail on the boss from behind. Go. And I said boss, and that's not the boss. Sorry. Alright. Oh no, disc helmet.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
何者じゃ。
不仲というが腐っても夫婦か。
Alright, and time for one of my favorite boss battle musics. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I found you. Well. I never expected you to follow me all the way to these godforsaken islands.
I mean, you took my
Return what you took from me.
friend. I need her back.
Sorry. This spirit's part of my collection now.
And there it is, my favorite theme. Alright, so this is gonna be interesting Because I never fought a human boss head on. Like, never. Oh, oh. Okay, I know what this is. And you use the pillars exactly for that. Okay. Stab him. Oh! Yeah, that's the other move that he has. He has a bunch of dash moves that really hurt. But they leave him vulnerable. So then he can use this. That was arranged. I didn't really have to worry about that because I was across the room anyways, but... Abuse pillars. That's like, he summons his little familiar, and if that hits you, you get paralyzed, and then he usually does one of his charge slashes. And it's pretty much game over unless you got a lot of life or a lot of defense. It's real annoying. Okay. And I'm sorry, bud, you are going down. There you go. And he's done. Oh. It's not in the center of the room. It's right here. Boop. Gotta say, that power's real convenient. And he too had a doggo. What do you know?
This spirit guided me to the Amrita. I think it's time to move on now.
Bye. Take my cool sword. And that's one half of the pair. And now we've acquired Pink Doggo. So we've unlocked some new training things that we can go do. And this is pretty simple. That then, if I remember correctly, this mission's pretty simple. It then unlocks an extra mission to go do that I think it's on this map, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's kind of hard. I'm gonna do this basic mission. Also, that's our teacher. Look at his magnificent beard. And I think that'll be it for the stream. I'm tired. Also, the controller keeps dying. Windows desperately wants me to update. Just everything's going crazy. What is this? Famed samurai logs. Oh boy. I have to use it. And then just, you basically learn whatever skills. I showed you the ninja one. It's essentially the same thing. Except, it's basically the same thing, except this time you're doing physical training. That's all it is. Also, you sick backflips. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I literally have to learn another skill? I guess I do. I'm trying to do this with bare minimum effort, and that's what ends up happening. No, I actually think that's literally the only thing I can learn. Oh, because I'm on spear. That's why. Makes sense. There we go. And I think, yep. So he's gonna have us fight some basic dudes, just like the ninja one. Now, technically they would want me to use my abilities, but honestly it's super easy. Just smack them up. And you're done. And with that, you get free skill points. And with that, I'm gonna call it an end for the stream for tonight. I'm tired. I honestly completely forgot about that level. I really thought this was gonna be the centipede boss next, so that description is misleading, and I am very sorry. I honestly thought this was just those two and then gone, but nope. Next time, I should be fighting the centipede, and like, that's kind of the last of what I call the trifecta of early game killers, where you get to that first boss, that big Oni on the ship, and he's kind of a pain in the ass the first time you fight him, and it kind of gets you frustrated, but you're like, you know what, I beat him. And then you get to the next boss, and it's that vampire lady, and she's just awful. Like, she's awful early game. She really demotivates you from how many times you have to beat her. Or not beat her, but like, try and kill her. Then I guess this guy, I guess the reason why I don't remember him is because he's just so easy. It almost kind of feels like an apology. I guess because also you have to fight the Nioh, and they probably felt like that was unfair to make you fight two hard bosses, but they're both not really all that difficult. But Centipede, he's, as you'll see next stream, whenever that is, he's kind of just really annoying. And that's it. But after him, really, the bosses are difficult, but they're fun, they're enjoyable, they have something unique about them. He's kind of the last of, like, the boring bosses, in my opinion. So, I'm really excited to get to that, and I'll see you next time. Now to remember how to turn off the stream. Bye-bye!